guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we are going to be testing out Viral Drugstore Makeup products. So these are products that have gone viral. They are sold out everywhere, which stinks because they're a little hard to get. These are also very popular on TikTok, which is where they became so viral. It's just crazy when something gets popular on TikTok. The way that it sells out is amazing. So if you are in marketing, TikTok is the place to be because your stuff will fly off the shelves if it blows up. So I'm going to be testing out a lot of hyped up products to see, are they worth it? Are they really as good as everyone's making them out to be? I am giving you all my own honest thoughts and opinions and doing a tutorial and look for you guys. So this is the look that I came up with and I love it. Spoiler alert. So there's so many fun products today. I can't wait to share with you guys. I really couldn't wait to film this video. I think it's just super fun. So let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos like this every single week, and hit that little bell so you don't miss out on my uploads. Now, without further ado, let's get on into the Viral Drugstore Makeup video. I could not wait to sit down and film this fun video with you guys. So I'm just gonna get started with face products. So this one has been blowing up. It blew up originally from Glamzilla XO. I actually met her in person one year at IMATS. I think it was maybe 2015 or 2016. She's really sweet. I think she's from Canada. She talked about how amazing this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder was, and I snagged this at Walmart. I think it was about $10 or $11, so it is on the like pricier side. Pretty typical for like a drugstore powder. I would say most of their powders are in that range. I don't know how much I've talked about this, but I'm obsessed with the L'Oreal Infallible fresh wear foundation. It is one of the best medium coverage drugstore foundations. It is so good. I got the shade 140 Golden Beige because my neck is always a little bit more darker and yellow than my face, and I did actually do a little bit of self tan. That's why my hand is looking a little orangey. I did some like self tanner lotion, so hopefully this is a match. It was really hard to find a color, at least for me. I am so bad at picking out colors. 140 Golden Beige. This is supposed to be new. It says full coverage and waterproof. It came out around the same time that the Fresh Wear liquid foundation came out. This is what it looks like. Has a little design, and then everyone is using, actually this is pretty funny, using just the little sponge that it came with and just swiping it on their face. So I already went ahead and moisturized my face, and I did put sunscreen on because I'm trying to be really good about my sunscreen recently. 1, 2. And everyone's been getting like crazy full coverage with this. So that's what it looks like. And they're saying it makes your skin look flawless. Color is a little questionable. It's a little orange. Funny, the color is coming out different on my face than it does in the pan, but this is definitely too dark for me. It actually smells like the liquid foundation. Let's pretend it actually matches me. That is definitely full coverage and matte, which is what it says. Yeah, it says matte coverage. I'm gonna blend this down with my neck. Maybe actually it'll even out with my tan. My fake tan. This sponge is actually pretty magical, which I can't believe I'm saying that because when was the last time I used one of these sponges? I think what I'll do is I'll probably end up getting a lighter shade that matches me a little bit better. Definitely matte, definitely full coverage, you guys. Look at the difference between my eyes. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna last for the rest of the day. Blending up to my hairline so it'll look insane. This color is cracking me up. Wow, I am pretty shocked that this sponge is giving me this much coverage, just this little dinky little sponge. My skin looks really good, my goodness. Okay, all right. Besides that, just judging it on the application and what my skin looks like, let me look a little up close here. Wow, my skin definitely looks matte. It is a full coverage finish. Not expect this to be this good. it looks really good, you guys. I'm loving the coverage. Wow, I really do feel like my skin looks super flawless and nice and covered everything, made my skin look really even. So I can't wait to get this in my actual color where I don't look like a dang Oompa Loompa. Lives up to the TikTok hype. I think that it worked really well, and I'm actually like blown away by the coverage of this and how nice it made my skin look. Literally all I did was use this sponge to swipe on. I will link it below. It's definitely probably going to start selling out in stores because TikTok sells out anything that blows up on TikTok. Like even that feta cheese thing, you cannot find feta cheese at your store right now, like the block of feta cheese, because that recipe went viral. So snag this while you can. I will hopefully find a link for you guys. Let's do a little bit of eyes. I'm just gonna prime my eyes first, and I'm just using the Carity eyeshadow primer. It's called Pre-Shadow. So if you guys remember, I did a whole video on the new Wet n Wild releases. It was the 10 pan palette. I used the shade Heart and Soul. I really like this palette and I was impressed with it. I know some people didn't like it, but I personally did. I thought the pigmentation was nice for the price, and I liked the color selections that they have, and it did remind me of higher end brands like Natasha Denona. So they also had these at Walmart, and I saw a lot of these on TikTok as well. For like $4, this is the Color Icon 5-pan palettes, which totally give me those Natasha Denona mini eyeshadow vibes. So this color scheme was my favorite. This is called Petalette, and it's really like a purple pink kind of scheme here. So I figured I would try this with you guys. I don't know if these are like that viral, but I figure it's a new drugstore release, so I wanted to test it out on camera and see how I liked the 5-pan versus the 10-pan. Go ahead and set my eyes with just a matte shade because there is no matte brow bone shade in here, and I'm just gonna start out with this shade. And all of these are shimmers except this one. This is the only matte in the palette. Hopefully my lights don't drown this out too bad so you guys can see what it looks like. Just popping this into my crease with one of my favorite brushes. This is the Makeup Molly and Doll 10 brush set. These are absolutely amazing and so soft. So you don't have to be like too precise with this. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm just going back and forth in my crease, and this is really gonna give like that nice smoky purple. Purples are like some of my favorite eyeshadow colors. I really love working with purples and the way that they look on my eye shade. This would be really nice too, just like with this and then some liner. You don't even need to like add any more colors, but I want to try and test out as many shades as I can in this palette. There's this really pretty like mid-tone sparkly purple shade right here, so I'm just gonna put that on the center of my lid. But first I am just gonna carve out with concealer, precision, and also just to help like deepen up the colors. So you guys know I do this all the time. This is my little like secret trick. It's not so secret anymore, but the best way to fake a cut crease. There's forever cat hairs on my makeup brushes, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up that mid-tone color and just apply this right to the center. And I already see it's popping so much because we have the concealer and we wet the brush. So don't be afraid to like make eyeshadows work, you know? I am all for trying to make it work. It's super pretty. I really like this. I love the sparkle too. Light lilac shade right here, which I want to put on that first part of my eyelid. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'll pop that on the inner rim too. There's also like a pretty white shade in here, which probably could like, it's pretty light. Probably could put that on the inner corner as well. And just blend that into that mid-tone purple shade of that. And if you want to go back and add a little more of that purple in the middle, definitely do that. I'm always like going back and adding, going back and forth. Feeling this for like spring. I think this is super pretty. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go on this eye and do the same thing. This is key. Just carve out that little crease, which this would be really pretty all over the lid as well. Lilac shade, just go right on the inner corner and first like third of the eye. I love this palette. I actually honestly like these better than the e.l.f. ones. I was saying this in my eyeshadow declutter. I feel like some people are like ride or die for those e.l.f. shadow palettes, and I think they're good. I just like the color scheme on the Wet n Wild ones a little bit better, but that's just me. Everyone has their own preferences and whatnot. This is giving me like spring Ice Princess Fairy vibes. That's like the look that I'm getting here. Then I'm going to take the deepest shade and I'm going to use this in my outer corner to just deepen everything up. So just tap off the excess. These kind of purple shades that are deeper are always a little bit more difficult to work with. So let's see. And I'm just using a little Morphe R39 and just focusing on the outer portion of the eye here. And this is just tying together so pretty with that like middle shade and the lighter shade. I really like the way that this looks. Just focusing on that outer edge. These are a little messy, like when you dip your brush in, it makes a lot of mess. I'm literally just packing and pressing this on. You can see it's giving me quite a bit of fallout right there on my eye. However, I don't care. I love these colors. These are so stinking pretty. I feel like the foundation's looking a little more normal color. I feel like at first I was like shocked by the shade, but now it's like kind of blending in with my tan. I'm like, all right, it doesn't look as crazy. Definitely a little more intermediate. It takes more time to really blend it in and work. You gotta work it in there. I'm gonna go in with that matte shade. You can use any matte shade and just go over the edges. The perfect waterline shade today is gonna be White Smoke from NYX. It's just gonna complement that like light lilac shade we have in our beginning of the eye here. So I'm just popping this on my waterline. So perfect for this look. For lash line, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of that deep purple and I'm gonna put that on the outer portion, and then I'm just doing that much, and then the rest of the way I'm going to use that middle shade for this guy right here for the rest of the under eye. Just going back in with a wet brush and just kind of packing more of that lilac color on the inner corner to really intensify, because I think it is so pretty. Take my NYX Epic Ink liner, which is one of my absolute favorites, and I'm going to just line, do my wing, and then I've only been going halfway recently, so just stop right here in the middle and it just kind of makes it more of a cat eye. Focusing on extending the wing. For concealer, I'm just going to go in with the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. This has definitely been one of my favorites. So I'm just going to do the little lifting. Have a dry under eye. Something you can do is go in and just spray some setting spray on your sponge before you go in and blend out. This is actually a beauty blender I'm using. It's not a dupe. It's like an OG beauty blender, which I honestly think these are like such a ripoff. I feel like I love my dupes more than this one. So I mean, I don't think I'll be buying any beauty blenders in the future. This one I got for free, so that's why I have it. But I think that there's so many dupes now. Like, there's nothing insanely special anymore about the actual beauty blender. I actually feel like it's a little bit puny now compared to the other ones. So that eye is done. Let's move on to this eye. And when you move like this on the side, it actually helps to not just conceal, but also helps to contour your nose when you drag it down the side like this. I'm so glad it is sunny out today and the snow stopped. Just like having the sun makes such a big difference. Even if it's 20 degrees out and it's still freezing, makes my mood a billion times better. Tighten up this foundation a little, so I'm just gonna add some strategic concealer to highlight some areas so it's not like so dark. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set that with a little brush and my number 7 Lift and Illuminate, and I'm just going to press this underneath my eyes and on the side of my nose. I love this powder. It is so, so good. And I'm just doing like little tiny tapping motions like this. So into making smoothies and smoothie bowls recently, you guys. It is the best way to like get your fruits and veggies. If you don't like sitting there eating like a spinach salad, like I do not like that. I don't like having like a whole spinach, but I don't mind if it's frozen and grounded up. That is a-okay with me because it blends in with all the other flavors and you're still getting your vitamins and your veggies in. So it's perfect. You can kind of mask it so you don't have to like think, oh my gosh, I don't want to sit here and eat a bag of spinach, because that ain't it. But yeah, smoothies is where it's at to get all your vitamins and your minerals, and you can do so many different fun flavors. So I love it. Love this powder. It makes me feel so smooth and just like locked in place. Alright guys, next up we have a viral brow product from the drugstore, NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. So I wanted to try this out. I heard it was the best like microblading brow pen ever. People said it was better than the Benefit, Anastasia. Got it in the shade Espresso. I will say these NYX products are really pricey, you guys. Like that marshmallow primer was with tax $18. This was like $13. I just feel like that pricing is just crazy. I don't know. It's like creeping up to higher end. It's just insane. Like even at Walmart, like I'm not even talking CVS or whatever, it's really expensive. So, and see what all the hype was about, because I've tried so many of those brow pens. You guys know I tried the Benefit, the Anastasia. Let's see my thoughts on this one. My personal favorite way to do my brows is always with a gel and a brush. It's kind of like on the pens, but because I have like my thing that I do and I love it, but we'll see how this is. I really wanted to put it to the test. So it has that very nice, super, super thin brush stroke kind of wand. This would actually be, do you guys see this? Giz, he's eating my hair. Hi, baby. Oh no, he's rubbing against me. Oh my gosh, you guys. He's so snuggly. For doing eyeliner as well, so this is definitely multi-purpose. I always start at the front. Why are you biting my neck? So I always start at the front right here. So ooh, this is, I love how thin this is. It's easy to create very tiny strokes with this because the brush is so thin. I'm moving up to my arch. Wow. That was, I mean, look how dark. Oh my gosh, I feel like this looks a little crazy. Like it worked really well. I feel like my brows don't look natural. I feel like it's so drawn on looking. Like it literally looks like a Sharpie eyebrow, and I don't love that look. I don't know what it is that, it's just like a little too much for me. However, I think the brush on this is fabulous and so thin. I would love to use this for eyeliner. I'm just gonna brush through this because I can't, I just feel like it looks so unnatural. Iconic London like brow soap, and I'm just gonna put it on the spoolie and kind of fluff my brows a little. It's definitely better. It's still like intense, but I just feel like you are using a pen marker to fill in your brows, so I feel like it's always gonna look more intense. It's not like, definitely not for a beginner, because you're literally drawing on with with a marker. Pigment on it is awesome. I will say that. Like, it's not running out of ink. It's not green or anything like that. The actual product is quite fabulous. Again, I just feel like I'm left with these like insane dark Sharpie brows that I'm not a fan of. You want to let it dry before you go in with the spoolie, or else you're gonna get that marker all over your face and stuff, so you just have to be really careful with it. Alright guys, this next viral product is really one that I could not wait to do. So you have probably seen this everywhere unless you are possibly living under a rock, which is totally fine, but the new Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara went viral. I'm sure the Maybelline headquarters is so happy with the TikTok right now because their product went viral. I'm sure the sales are absolutely insane because this is sold out everywhere. I looked at so many different drugstores, and I actually am really happy because I stumbled upon this at my local Walmart, which always means it is less. So this is like $15 at CVS, and I got it at Walmart for like $8.98, which was amazing. I was super happy with that price. So this is just in the shade Very Black. They also had a waterproof available, but I just stuck with the regular one. So this is supposed to be amazing, game-changing. It says limitless length, full volume, flex tower brush. It says full volume, authentic length, comfort, custom flex brush grips, extends every lash, has bamboo extract and fibers, no smudging, flaking, or clumping, up to 24-hour wear. You guys know I'm a very picky mascara person. I have ones that I love, and I am very critical of mascaras, especially drugstore. Sky High in this like 3D lettering, which is really pretty. So does this live up to the hype? We will see. Oh wow, it is a very, very flexible rubber bristle wand. You guys know I always prefer natural, so let's see, because I feel like natural grips onto my lashes a bit better. Very flexy. So maybe we'll do one eye like with a primer and one eye without a mascara primer and see what it looks like. I already curled my lashes, just so you guys know, so here we go. What is the hype? Alright. So far it grips on my lashes nicely, gives nice separation, giving nice length, and I'm really trying to go from all the way down at the root and work my way up. Okay. Liking it so far. I really like that first coat. So we obviously have no mascara here. I thought the flexible wand was gonna be annoying, but it's actually not. It doesn't bother me. Wow, this is really lengthening. Like, you can definitely see how much it lengthened my lashes. A close up, no mascara. Let's try it with the L'Oreal Voluminous primer, just for a little experiment. I do think this would be good for lower lashes too. I definitely love this for lengthening. I don't think it gives like the most volume I've ever seen. I definitely see a little more thickness here with the mascara primer. Okay, so that's one coat. Now we're gonna go in and do a second coat. I usually like to wait like 5 seconds before I go in. Definitely see a difference in volume with that primer. Yeah, I think this mascara is awesome. I really love it. Definitely would like to try this out with a few other mascaras that are volumizing, like I said before, and see how that does, because I think for length, this is awesome. I like the flexible wand. I'm usually very critical of rubber bristle wands, but this one is really, really good. It gripped on my lashes nicely. It gave me beautiful length. I feel like my lashes look defined and separated, so I think this is definitely worth the hype, you guys. If you can find this, pick it up. It is really, really good, especially if you ever want to get those like long, fluttery lashes, and definitely try it with the primers. For contour, I'm going to try out this new Milani Cream to Powder Foundation for contour. I heard that this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty tan tour, so I was like, you know what, let's try this out. Whoop, this just fell out. Using like any sort of synthetic angled brush, I'm gonna pop this on my upper cheekbone over here. So I'm not going down here, I'm really focusing it up here. Forehead. And I'm using the shade Sand, 255 Sand. This is nice for a natural, like everyday contour because it's not too orange, it's not too dark. I feel like I could wear this like every day. And it's just giving beautiful, beautiful definition to my face without being too much. Like, I love how subtle it is. So pretty. I love how soft this cream is, and it's not that like hard, kind of chunky, hard to blend out formula. It's just really smooth. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Essence Sun Club Luminous Bronzer. This is in Sunkissed in California. This is so pretty. Honestly, just smells heavenly. So this will like set the cream in place. I just went ahead and put the Sky High on my lower lashes, and wow, they separated so nicely, and it just gives that like doll eye look that I think is super, super pretty. Blush, this is not Viral. It's just like an old school blush, but I thought it would be nice to try out on camera. Just like a pretty matte pink peach shade. So I'm just gonna apply this right here, right above where we put that contour. These have that like fresh makeup smell that you're used to, like from when you were growing up and your mom was putting on makeup. That's what it reminds me of. Like that old school makeup smell. It's probably like talc, but just like a pretty fresh matte color. Doesn't accentuate pores. Very pretty, very doll-like. I know the NYX liners were really popular as well on TikTok. This is the Matte Suede Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. I love this liner. I've been using this for a while now. Actually, I need to like sharpen this. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply this. It's a really pretty mauvey pink that's pretty for like overlining your lips. I love lip liner. I can't believe there was a time in my life when I wasn't using lip liner. This is, oh, I love it. You just kind of have to like work it on your lips because it's not like intense pigment like I get with other liners. That's what I've been liking to do recently. So what I like to do is take a nude pink. You can use your favorite. I'm gonna use this one, Morning Glory by Flower, because it's affordable. I got it at Dollar Tree. And put it on the outer edge of your lip. So try not to cover that lip liner. Then what I've been doing is I take this shimmery pink, which is Ballerina Shoes by L'Oreal. I like this lipstick, but it's too shimmery on its own, too metallic. So I just am popping this on the center, and it gives this really pretty effect. And you can kind of like dot it on like this. How pretty that is just having that in the center. And for a viral lip gloss, this has been around forever, but the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. Again, this was like sold out at so many stores. I had issues finding this. I'm going to pop this right on top in the outer edges. I love the butter glosses, and they have tons of pretty shades. Kind of came up with this lip combo on my own. Back in and add a little more lip liner, you can definitely do that. And for highlighter, I actually just went ahead and applied off camera because I was kind of playing around with like a method to apply this. It's the Wet n Wild You Glow Girl highlighter. I actually got this at Dollar Tree, and it is freaking gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I am in love. So pick this up, you guys. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm just gonna spray my face and then we will come back and chat. We are just rocking the natural waves today. I just decided to stay heatless to help my hair. So anyways, this is the final results, you guys. I love the way this look came out. I am super happy with all the products. The only thing that I kind of wasn't sure about was that brow pen from NYX. Here it is, the Lift and Snatch. But honestly, now that my makeup is done, I feel like they look pretty good. I mean, I'm not like mad about the brows. I feel like at first it was so much, but when I have everything on, I feel like it looks a lot better. I absolutely love the Wet n Wild 5-pan palettes. I would totally pick up more of these. I love these more than the e.l.f. ones. Just saying, that's my thoughts. I think these are beautiful. I love the pigmentation. I love this eye look. It just makes me happy, and I just think the colors are so fun. I thought the quality was amazing. Okay, you guys, what do we think of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear? So now I'm feeling like the color actually looks pretty decent. I still think it's a little too dark for me, even with the self-tan, but when everything's on, it's not so shocking like it was at first when I had zero makeup on. I was like, whoa. I actually think the color looks pretty good now, and honestly, I love it, you guys. I think it totally lives up to the hype. I feel like my skin looks matte but not flat. I think it plays well with other products. I feel like it layered nicely with my blush, my highlighter, and my bronzer. I never thought I would say that I would use a powder foundation. You guys know that is not my thing. I am a liquid girl, but to have this powder foundation that just makes your skin look so pretty is crazy. Like, I literally never thought I'd say that, but I highly recommend checking this out. I think it's definitely worth the hype, and just using that little sponge, crazy. This looks natural but still covered at the same time. I'm a huge fan, and I definitely think you guys should check that out. Go to Walmart and pick it up before it sells out, or I will link it down below. But the Sky High Mascara was awesome. I really feel like it gives kind of like that doll-eyed look, and it really provides amazing length. I am super impressed. I definitely think this also lives up to the hype. If you find this, definitely pick it up. Loved the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. I thought this was awesome. I loved how natural it is. I feel like it doesn't give me that like dark contour look that's like too much. I feel like it's just the perfect shade, especially for my skin tone. It just blends. It's so creamy. Definitely a dupe for the Huda Tantour. So check this out. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I love how this look came out. I am super happy with all the products. Comment down below if you guys are going to try any of these Viral Drugstore makeup products out. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun filming this video for you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!